I know how easy it is to reach for your phone or put on a Netflix show when your heart is pounding, your stomach feels off, and your mind just keeps repeating everything that is wrong or everything you haven't done or everything you should be doing. It feels like the easiest way to cope and to escape. But the thing with distraction is that we are not actually helping ourselves through what we are feeling. We're just putting it off. And then, when we can't distract ourselves anymore, when our phone batteries are low or our favorite series has ended, it often comes back even heavier than before. So, instead of escaping yourself for when the need arises, I would like to give you today 3 simple drawing practices that help you show up for yourself with a bit more care, compassion, and self-love. This first one is a very low threshold practice to ease anxiety, stress, and overwhelm in a better way. Because when you feel like that, being creative is usually the last thing on your mind, I will admit. Your body feels tense, your thoughts are racing, and everything just feels like too much. Holding a pencil just, is not very tempting. But it is in these exact moments that we can practice self-love and compassion and actually cultivate a better relationship with ourselves and our nervous system. So for this one, I invite you to imagine your anxiety in colors. Here in IMOVARA, color is our language when we can't find the words. So take a moment to observe how your anxiety feels physically, mentally, just notice it. And then look at your colored pencils and choose a color that represents that feeling. Not what it should be, but what it feels like to you. Then take a piece of paper or find your journal or a sketchbook and start coloring in a corner of a page. Let the anxiety move through your arm, your fingers, into the pencil and onto the page. You can press hard, you can go soft, make circles, lines, messy strokes, whatever helps you get it out. Once you've spent some time with that, choose a second color. Something that still holds the feeling, but maybe has a drop of softness in it. A drop of intention to feel a little bit better. You're not trying to change how you feel, you're just signaling that you're open to letting in a bit more light. Then choose a third color, something that is neutral, something that softens the edges. And as you color, bring your full attention to what you are currently doing. Your hand moving, your breathing, the sound of the pencil on the paper. Let everything else fade for a moment. When you feel ready, choose a final color, something that represents light or beauty or something good, not because you have to feel it right now, but as a signal to yourself that when you are ready, you are willing to let that in. And then to finish, write one small sentence or affirmation for each color, something that makes you feel seen and heard by yourself. It can be as simple as, "My feelings are valid," or "I am sad today, but I am opening the door to light." Whatever brings you comfort and self-compassion in the moment. Speaking of distraction, we often think that we're helping ourselves by reaching for easy outlets, scrolling, watching something, letting ourselves disappear into something else. And yes, sometimes it feels relaxing in the moment, but especially when we're already struggling, we're often just stacking those emotions up for later. And when everything goes quiet again, they come back even heavier. So this practice is about doing the exact opposite. Instead of avoiding the feeling, we will let it move. Take a big sheet of paper and choose one color that represents your current mood. Something darker, heavier, whatever fits. Then, in one continuous motion, draw one long, messy line across the page. No planning, no overthinking, just let your arm move and get that feeling out through the motion. That line holds everything you don't want to carry inside anymore. Once that is done, we shift. Now choose colors that you actually like, colors that feel warm and soft and hopeful, and start coloring in the shapes that your line created. This part is about bringing your attention away from your thoughts and into the present moment. Not to fix anything, just to give your mind a break. And in the end, you'll have something that holds all of it. The heaviness, the softness, and the fact that you stayed with yourself through it. And you got a beautiful little Picasso drawing at the end. Who doesn't want that? We spend so much time comparing ourselves to everyone else, especially online, looking at other people's lives and feeling like we're behind or not doing enough or we're not growing at all. And maybe your first thought to this is, yeah, that's true, I am behind, I haven't grown, I feel stuck, I'm not doing anything. But that is exactly why this last practice exists and why I hope you give it a try. Because growth doesn't usually look big and obvious. It happens in really small steps that we don't even notice. So this one is very simple, and there is a free template in the description that you can download. There's no sign up needed. You don't have to give any personal information, don't worry. All I invite you to do is take a few minutes to color in this template, or maybe you can use it as like a reference guide to creating something similar of your own. Color this in, and for every line that is there, write down something you are doing well. Small things like waking up earlier, going for a walk, saying no when you need to, or choosing to create instead of distract. These might feel insignificant, but they're not. They are the foundation of self-trust, self-respect, and self-love, and they deserve to be acknowledged just as much as any big achievement. You don't have to do all of these all at once, of course. They are just here for the next time you feel like escaping yourself. Instead of reaching for something that numbs you, try meeting yourself here with one of these practices. Because self-love and self-respect often begins in the smallest of moments when we simply acknowledge what isn't serving us right now. We won't always be able to choose differently, and that is okay. But these practices are here for you on the days where you do have a bit more space, a bit more capacity, and maybe when you're able to step out of autopilot a little bit. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you try any of these practices, the community tab on this channel is now open, so you're welcome to share your thoughts and your reflections and your creations over there. I would love to see them. I appreciate you all so much, and I'll see you again next week. Bye, everyone.